4 years ago, I was inspired by John from the YouTube channel Hounds of Howgate to walk the Cape Wrath Trail. After turning 65 at the end of July 2023, I embarked on my 18-day attempt to join these other intrepid hikers. So join me as I drag my old body over 4x4 tracks, single tracks, pathless tracks, bogs, midges, river crossings and all the weather elements Scotland has to offer. So here it is, finally. After like 6 months, I'm now actually in Scotland and I'm actually in Fort William. Took a train up this morning and I just missed this ferry, the little red ferry behind me here, but I was about to take the bus down to the Corran ferry and it turns out it just stopped working like 2 days ago or 3 days ago and it wasn't running, so the bus driver let me get back off, which is nice. So I'll just show you, this is me at Fort William. And this is the famous Cape Wrath Trail ferry. Inside it now. So it leaves at 2 o'clock and it's just as well. So the Corran ferry, which I was going to go down and get because I missed the 20 past 12 one of this, which is fine. But I was on the bus and the guy told me it had broken down. So Maddie was telling me they basically just run them into the ground. They needed spare parts but they just never bothered fixing them. So it's off. So what's good news for me is that I have to walk 6 miles down this other side of the road here on the road, and I hate walking south when I'm having to go north again. But because the ferry's off, the people across here have to go all the way up and all the way around almost to Glenfinnan and back again. So I will meet people, traffic go down. And I did see on the map there was like red and delays, so I should be able to get a lift 4 or 5 miles, 6 miles down the road to Inverskadel, and then I'll be good. Okie dokie. Let's get this show on the road. And here it is, the famous tree of stones. A few of them's all disappeared. Anyway, I'm now with the actual tree. So, as luck would have it, I started walking down the road there and one of those Shield buses came along right behind me. And I chatted to the driver as I came off the ferry. I said, hey mate, if you're actually going down that way, man, I wouldn't mind the lift to avoid walking on the tarmac road here because my feet will be sore after this. And sure enough, he pumped his horn and let me on and gave me a free ride down here. So I've managed to skip the 6 mile hike down here, which is what I'd intended because I'm still jet lagged. I only got 2 hours sleep last night and I'm now on the actual Conna Glen estate. And this is, should put my hat on so I don't burn my head here. This is where the Cape Wrath Trail actually starts now. So it's like, basically for tonight, it's 2:45 in the afternoon and I'm going to be walking straight up Conna Glen. And I'll then camp next to the river and just have a nice easy evening and see how it goes. So yeah, so finally we're on our way, so I'm going to be walking along this road for a bit. Okay, later folks, later. Came across the first, no I'm not going to cross it, but one of the first bridges here. That's beautiful, isn't it? How beautiful is that? I actually put on my smidge. You can see I've got a t-shirt on here. I think I got bitten by one of them already here, or bitten by something. Let's hope it wasn't a horsefly. But I put up the smidge on me, so no midges yet. Surprised because there's not that much wind. There's a White House. Just watched a sheep in Bobo today, so she completed this on the 17th of May she started, so starting a little bit ahead. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, huh? So there, nice, nice. Oh, I tell you what, when the wind's out here, this breeze is just phenomenal. It's the low 60s, and that wind is great. It just keeps the midges away whenever they do come out. And thanks Mayor, for the headphones. Getting put to good use. So yeah, so let's go. Can't believe how hot it is. How about that, folks? I mean, I'm only just into the walk. Give you a 360 here. It is warm, don't get me wrong, but for some reason the midges aren't out yet. I thought they'd be out in their masses by now. They don't like bright sunlight, so I should be keeping them away at present. And since we're in this glen at the moment, it's the wind's being protected by the trees here in this hollow, and it is actually hot. I mean, really hot. I mean, I'm thinking like probably 70 hitting off from here. Okay, I'm enjoying this. I'm going to take a stop for a little break about 4 miles up this track. It's a place called Correlach Bothy. It's a private estate bothy, we're not allowed to use it, so, but you can actually sit outside. I might just sit inside, have a wee break and just see what it's like. Anyway, okay, let's carry on up this. Hey, first bridge. I hear the gentle pinging of my Garmin GPS telling me I'm on the right road. Eight tons. I think I might make this. Oh, lovely, look at this. Oh man. Wow. That's beautiful. Wow, how good is that? Wow. Oh, it's a lovely cool breeze as well. Oh, that's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Safely passed. Safely passed. How's that? Happy about that. Those horns are freaking long. I was walking along the glen here, but you can see the clouds in the sky above me. It's crazy, right? And we keep passing these beautiful little beautiful. It's a lovely gorge down here. All the butterflies drinking. There's a good one here. Got a flutterby. I got a butterfly following me. Landed on my arm there. And look at that, it's gorgeous. It's a lovely rock formation there. See it there? Beautiful. Oh man, feel like going for a dip. Wow. Super. I don't think it's not too far to that bothy. The private estate bothy first. Can't stay at it, but I'm going to take a rest there. It's a beautiful evening, unbelievable. Happy the man. Day 1, Cape Wrath Trail. Check this out. Wow. What, how's this bridge? Wow. Wow. Amazing. Oh yeah, a bit of vertigo there. That's amazing. Living life to the limit. The Corrialach Bothy is just up around this corner here, so I'm going to take a break and have a little rest. Still actually jet lagged, I'm still quite tired actually, to be honest. Since I've only done probably, I don't know, 4.5, 5 miles. Yeah, first glimpse of the private bothy. Yeah, I'm going to have a rest there. Take a break there. Intention tonight is just to push on a little bit further up to the it walks away from the river and then goes back again to the river before it climbs up over the hill tomorrow. So my plan was to try and camp at the bottom of the hill in a nice area. But yeah, this is private unfortunately, but I'll sit on the steps. It's cool. Okay, it's almost getting to the end of day 1. It's 5:45. I just filled up my water bottle there. I'm still following the river here at Kona Glen, and today I've came as far as the eye can see beyond that, not this first one, but that big one at the end. So I think I've walked about 10 miles up this, 9 miles up this glen, 10 miles up this glen I think, when I'll have finished here. Tomorrow I go over that saddle up there, so I'm going to be looking for a place to camp. There's about maybe 4 or 5 fords up here next to the river, and I'll see if I can get down. Luckily, I mean, it's been bright sunlight today and it's also had a breeze, and I've had no midges. I saw one horsefly which didn't come near me. I've got the smidge on. Wind's blowing harder now, probably around maybe I would say 8 miles an hour, maybe gusting to 10, which is perfect. So if I set the tent up, I'll be able to set the tent up with no midges bugging the hell out of me. And the plan is to, I didn't get much sleep, so I think I may have said this already, but I left Seattle on Friday and I didn't sleep on the plane at all, and then I got to Glasgow and I only had like 4 hours sleep first night, and then probably 3 hours last night, so I was 7 hours sleep in basically last Friday to Saturday, so it's the last 3 days. So and this, and I can feel I'm tired at the moment, so I'm hoping to just settle down and get a good night's rest and tackle this little hill tomorrow, which I think tomorrow's going to be good. I think tomorrow's going to be good because it's going to be a shorter day for me tomorrow. I'm just going to head over early in the morning. Plan is the steam train is actually running only in the morning service, so it gets to Glenfinnan about 11:15, and that's only 6 miles from where we'll be camping. And then I'll be camping further up at Glen, about 3 miles. So I'm only going to do about 9 miles tomorrow, and I'm going to stop at the visitor centre for a good meal. I'm going to stop at the Glenfinnan Monument, which I haven't been to since I was a young kid. I've been past it many a time, but I haven't been actually at it or up it since I lost a 50 pence piece back in the early 1970s. So that'll be a bit memorial. And the Glenfinnan Monument is erected to basically show the place where Bonnie Prince Charlie landed to start the uprising for the Jacobite Rebellion in 1745, which he lost. So anyway, you can then look at this beautiful, I mean, I'll show you the sky. I mean, this, you know, I've got a breeze, as I said to you, like a lot of people who've walked the Cape Wrath Trail would give their left arm to have walked on a day like this. And this cloud here is building up, but the wind is actually coming from in front of me. So the only one that's going to rain on me probably is these that are coming over the top. But I'm going to get the tent set up before that happens. So probably next time I'll show you all of the tent set up at camp, or show you where we'll be camping. Okie dokie, let's go for later. Cape Wrath Trail, end of day one almost. Managed to find a camp right before the 4 before ends here. 4 before ends there. And tomorrow I'm trekking up here, and I go around the corner up over the top of that. But I'm actually managed to find this piece of land here, so somebody's actually been here before, and I'm going to, best as I can get, but they've definitely camped here, so definitely here. So I'm going to put a tent here. So let's get it set up. Not a bad location this, is it guys? First night and the midges aren't out, the wind's blowing here, nice little breeze. Managed to get the tent up with no midges biting. And I've actually just got my little Stracciatella smoke pot sitting here too, working away. See if that works. And unfortunately the ground is a wee bit squidgy, but it's been dry, thank God. So if it rains overnight, this might get wet. But it's the last, get to the golden hour. So you can see the trail here. It goes across, the track goes up there, up to the top of the corner, and it shoots around and it goes up and it weaves back, and it's just actually over there. I thought at first I had to get up this thing, but luckily it's not, it's just around the corner there. So I'm about 6 miles from Glenfinnan. Definitely tired, as I said earlier. It's like still that jet lag and no sleep, and I have to, you know, your legs do get tired carrying that stuff, and this is the flat. This is the easy part, so it's going to get a little bit, it's going to get certainly difficult, but I'm hoping that my there's a lot of flat walking today, and I've normally been training on hills, you know, like 7.5 miles or so I'm generally used to like climbing up a hill, going down, climb up and going down again. So anyway, I'm going to get a brew on, and we might get a sunset later. We'll see what happens. Yeah, there's a couple of midges started to appear here. Box still smoking. I just actually made, this is a peak refuel. This is a chicken coconut curry, supposed to be quite good. Just takes 2 minutes. It's giving me 850 calories in that. I just made a cup of coffee. And yeah, I get some more sometimes coming in. So what I'll do is call that a night actually at this point in time. I'll wait till the sun goes down a little bit further, see if we can get some nice nice footage, but so far so good. I thought that actually the first couple of days is going to be easy, so I'm not too worried about it really. I mean, back's still sore. It's always been sore since January, but the more of this food I eat, the lighter my pack gets, so why not? Okay, I'm going to scoff into this. Later when I'm inside the tent, just do a little bit of what they call map time. I'll show you, tell you what happened and transpired today. Okay, I'm going to eat this food and get ready and have it before the midges bite me. Okay, following all the other Cape Wrath trailers, start with John from Hounds of Howgate, who inspired me to do this 4 years ago. Where I come from and where are we now? So basically, I took a train to Fort William from East Kilbride, south of Glasgow today. I took a later train, took a train leaving at 20 past 8 from Glasgow and getting at 12 minutes, well, turning at 10 minutes past 12. And the little ferry that goes across here actually leaves at 20 past 12. And there was no way I could get up there in like 10 minutes. I had to go and pick up a stove first for a start from Nevisports. So, not a stove, a gas canister. So, I wasn't able to catch that ferry. But I did some research, and further down the loch here, Loch Linnhe, it's actually south of this. It's not on the map here, but down here is a place called the Corn Ferry. It takes you across to this other side, south of this part, 4 miles south of that. So this is 6 miles south, and this is 4 miles south. And it was brilliant because the bus left at 12:32 here. So I went into Nevisport, got all my stuff, went to the bus stop. Bus arrives, got on the bus, and I said, "Hey, you going to Corn Ferry, right?" He goes, "Yeah, okay." Well, I said, "Just a single for me." He says, "You do know the ferry's not running, right?" I went, "Sorry?" I said, "I know there was one not running." He says, "No, the second one broke down 2 days ago." He says, "There's none running. Everybody's coming across the long way around, which is instead of coming across here, they come up this and around here, up to Glenfinnan, and then all the way about to get into Fort William." So effectively, I went, "Oh, okay, well, I'm glad you told me that." So what I did was I just went in and had some lunch, steak pie, and chips and a pint of beer in here, and then at 2 o'clock the ferry was running, and they're running hourly at the moment because these ferries are closed, so the only way people from this area can get over here is through this wee ferry or do the drive around. And the Highland Council are actually paying for this. There's a shuttle service thing going on here. So I went across here, and this road is absolutely busy as hell obviously now because people are driving up and down here and they're going like freaking maniacs. Normally this road's empty, but you're having to walk, stop. So I'd seen this on the map with all these blockages on here, like people waiting in line. I'm like, what's going on? So there was a Shield bus in here, which they don't normally run. They normally run when the school's on, and the school's not started back yet. And I says to the driver jokingly, "Hey, are you actually going south?" I said, "I'm going to..." He says, "Well, no, not yet." He said, "Probably in half an hour." I said, "Oh, seriously?" I said, "I'm going to Invercargill Bay down here. I wouldn't mind you picking me up if you give us a lift." I said, "Avoid me getting ran over on this road." He goes, "Yeah, sure, not a problem." So I just started walking down this road, getting all my gear sorted out. And within about 5 minutes, he picked me up. So he must have picked me up about here. And then he took me all the way down to the tree here, where you see all the stones and all the videos from other people. He dropped me off there. So he probably, I think it took me about maybe, I don't know, I would say maybe 4.5, 5 miles maybe down there. I may have walked maybe, probably 5.5 miles. And just right at the end here, there was a couple we passed who were obviously walking the Cape Wrath Trail, and they must have got the 12 o'clock ferry, and they'd walked all the way down here. And at this point in time, this is like 2.5 hours later, so they hadn't even got here. So I actually I thought, oh, I'll be motoring on. So that was cool. So basically I started off here, and I thought this is great because, as you've heard me moaning and groaning, I haven't had much sleep the last few days, coming from internationally from Seattle, and I've only had about 7 hours sleep, man, in the last 76 hours. So I'm hoping to get some good sleep tonight. But anyway, this was absolutely gorgeous today. The absolute minimal, actually almost like no midges. The midges I've just seen a couple tonight, and a couple at the private bothy along here. But we're walking along this road. It's well 4x4 track. The sun was out. It was bright sunlight and it was a slight breeze, so nothing. I was t-shirt and I had my smidge on, so I couldn't believe it. And I've taken some really good pictures, videos all the way along here. It was absolutely just, I actually thought this was going to be a really boring day. You know, I'd actually contemplated, to be honest, just taking a train to Glenfinnan and skipping this, because I thought, I hate going south. And I like the idea of the Corn Ferry, because then you can walk 4 miles and you started it and you start to go north. It just seems silly to come all the way down south and then start up. Anyway, I just motored along here, and you know, my legs were getting tired. I mean, this bag with all the food in it, it's only 14 kilos with that, with the water and the food, but it's still aching my back. Anyway, I stopped here and I thought I would have a brew and a break, you know, a breather. But the midges started hitting on me when I got here, and they started to come out a little bit more en masse when I was sitting on this the concrete step here. So I thought, screw it. So within like 5-10 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, I just started walking on again. And then actually from here on in, it opened up. You can see there's some forest here, but it opened all up. And I just kept on walking, and I filled my water bottle up a couple of just about at the end. And basically, I love this. It says +20 camp day. When I did this map months and months and months ago, I actually ended up camping exactly where I thought it said I'd camp. I've actually camped right here.